No, we believe it could be applicable to up to 18 different solid tumors. We have not tested it in all of those. The clinical trial that's underway right now will get some information, initial information on a variety of tumors, but it's designed to treat any solid tumor that has metastasized.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Tom Fitzgerald. He is the CEO of Transcode Therapeutics. And Tom, it's good to see you. How are you?
Good, Steve. How about yourself?
I'm doing very well, thank you. And excited to learn a bit more about the company. I know we had some recent news. We'll talk about that in just a second. But maybe people who aren't familiar, tell me a little bit about Transcode.
Sure. We were founded in 2016 with science that was developed at Harvard Medical School. Our two science co-founders discovered a new way to deliver RNA therapeutics for cancer, for metastatic disease in particular. And these days, 90% roughly of people that die from cancer die from metastatic disease. And that's because there has not been heretofore an effective treatment developed that will produce the same results that we're seeing in primary tumors, which is very encouraging. And the big problem with RNA therapeutics is heretofore nobody's been able to deliver them, and our science co-founders found a way to deliver them, and we attach a synthetic RNA molecule called an oligonucleotide to an iron oxide nanoparticle, which has a history of being used in humans literally millions of times, very safely, very effectively for treatment of anemia and for imaging purposes. And so they repurposed that iron oxide nanoparticle to use as the delivery vehicle for RNA therapeutics. And that has a number of advantages over some of the other approaches that have been tried in the past.
Yeah. So the lead product is TTX MC138. Would the development of this be agnostic? Would it be able to cover a number of different cancers? Is it sort of the rare unmet cancers, or a bunch of different ones?
No, we believe it could be applicable to up to 18 different solid tumors. We have not tested it in all those. The clinical trial that's underway right now will get some information, initial information on a variety of tumors. But it's designed to treat any solid tumor that has metastasized.
Yeah. So you mentioned that phase 1 trial that's going on right now. You begun dosing patients. This is obviously a first phase. So tell me a bit about this study. And you mentioned that you're hoping to glean some data off this, but it's mostly for safety and tolerability, correct?
That is correct. Yep. We did what's somewhat unusual in the biotech space, but we did a phase 0 clinical trial last year, 2023. And that's a special approach that FDA allows to gather some initial information. And we treated a lady with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer, and she had metastases that had formed in her bones, lungs, and liver. And in our slide deck that's available on our website, or publicly traded, there's images, I think it's slide number 11, that shows that our drug candidate accumulated in each of those 3 metastatic locations. Now, that does not mean that we've shut down the tumors. It doesn't mean we've cured anything, but it does mean that what we think is for the first time, to anybody's knowledge, that we've been able to deliver a therapeutic candidate to a metastatic tumor. Now, the next question will be showing that it's effective. And before we get to showing that, we need to show, as you pointed out, safety and tolerability, which is what's happening in the phase 1 trial now.
Yeah. So give me sort of a timeline here. Obviously, this phase is going on right now. What can people expect now for the rest of this year and obviously into 2025?
This trial will go into probably the middle of 2025. The phase 1 is divided into 2 segments, a dose escalation stage and then a dose expansion stage. The dose escalation is we'll treat cohorts of 3 patients with a very low therapeutic level dose. And if that's shown to be safe and tolerated well in those patients, we'll then increase the therapeutic level of dose, probably double it. It'll still be a lower level, but we'll then give that to another cohort of 3 patients and so on until we reach what's called the recommended phase 2 level dosage. And that we would expect to have by middle of 2025, as I said.
Yeah, well, certainly exciting times ahead for sure, Tom. Thanks so much. Good to catch up with you and find out what the company's at, and we look forward to following what is a very interesting story.
Well, thank you, Steve. Appreciate it, and encourage anybody that is interested, take a look at our website. There's a lot more there.
All right, sounds good. There's Tom Fitzgerald, the CEO of Transcode Therapeutics.